Welcome to Monday Morning Quarterback, a weekly feature of Cannon Church. I'm Tim Emmett, the senior pastor at Cannon, and on Monday morning, we connect the message from Sunday, the game of football, and the week ahead. Recently, the Dallas Cowboys signed Dak Prescott, their quarterback, to a 4-year, $160 million contract. 126 of that is guaranteed. Prescott also signed a $66 million signing bonus. That's the biggest bonus in history. He's now one of the highest paid players in history. And as you can imagine, people are now debating whether or not he's worth that kind of investment. He's being paid like one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league, but some people think he's really just top 10, not top 5. One thing everyone agrees on, though, is what's expected of Prescott because of this contract. The Cowboys made this kind of investment because they expect Prescott to lead them not just to a division title or into the playoffs, but to a Super Bowl and to win one. A Super Bowl victory, that's the expectation in return for that investment. This past Sunday, we continued our sermon series, The Red Letter Challenge, a 40-day journey through the teaching of Jesus. I preached on the challenge of giving. And the challenge of giving is for us to give generously and joyfully, not meagerly and grudgingly. The key to giving generously and joyfully is knowing how much God has given for us, not just to us, but for us. In John chapter 3, verse 16, Jesus says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son." When he says that he gave his only Son, he means both that he sent his Son into the world, but also, having sent him into the world, he sent him onto the cross to suffer and die a brutal and humiliating death for you, for me, for us, for all. That's the investment that God has made in you. And the stunning thing for us is that God considered that investment worth it, absolutely worth it, the life of his Son. And not only the Father considered it worth it, not only did the Father consider you worthy of that investment, but Jesus did too. The Apostle Paul in 2 Corinthians chapter 8 says that we know of the gracious act of our Lord Jesus Christ, who though he was rich became poor, so that through him we who were poor might become rich. What kind of return does God expect on that investment? It is, of course, grace, a free gift of God, and yet out of thanksgiving, gratitude to God, overwhelmed by the value he places upon us, we offer ourselves, all that we are and all that we have, to him in thanks and in praise. So what's the game plan for the week? Of course, it's to give. The Cowboys gave a big contract to Dak Prescott, and they expect him to give a Super Bowl trophy back to them. God has given, has invested his Son in us. What does God expect to get from us? What's the return he expects in that investment? Well, of course, it's for us to give to others, to invest in others. And so that's the game plan for the week. Invest in someone this week. Give to someone who may not know that they are worth that investment. Give to someone your time, your attention, perhaps some of your resources. Give financially if that's what will be helpful. Invest in someone who needs to know that they're worth that investment. Just as God deemed us worthy of the investment of his Son, there's someone you know who doesn't know that they're worth the investment of your time, your attention, your resources, your love. Give. That's the game plan for the week. I hope you have a great week.